Teachers strike in France, closing half of the primary schools. One of the most significant strikes on education in decades is likely to take place on Thursday, with 75% of teachers expected to walk out, shutting down half of the country's elementary schools. In his weekly address, President Emmanuel Macron reiterated the government's position that keeping schools open longer than any other nation throughout the epidemic was one of France's greatest triumphs. COVID infections have risen sharply in recent weeks due to a dramatic spike in the extremely infectious Omicron type. It has caused severe disruptions in schools since they were reopened in early January. Parents and children have had to wait in lengthy and confusing lines outside pharmacies to get tested to keep up with the criteria for students in a class with a positive case. Since the beginning of January, the testing guidelines for youngsters have undergone several alterations. This Monday, France's Prime Minister, Jean Castex, finally stated that a series of home exams might now be used to assess if a youngster can return to school. In French schools, students above the age of 6 are required to wear masks. Children are being let down by a disorganized approach to protecting staff and pupils from illness, according to teaching unions, who claim that the government is failing them by failing to offer enough protection against infection for both staff and kids. Aside from the more protective FFP2 face masks for teachers, unions are also requesting CO2 sensors to ensure that classrooms are adequately vented. The biggest parents' association in France, the FCPE, endorsed the strike and urged parents to leave their children at home on Thursday in a rare show of solidarity. Rather than using lateral flow tests at home, the group said that France required more saliva testing in schools, a sound method for ensuring distant learning, and a plan to replace missing instructors. Valérie Pécresse, a right-wing Les Républicains presidential candidate, accused the administration of disorder and anarchy, saying it would have been wiser to delay the January term to enable schools to prepare and lower transmission rates. And Blanca said the administration was doing all necessary to prevent school closures, which would disrupt parents' lives and jeopardize the education of thousands of children, particularly those from low-income households.